Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrifice my time so you don't have to. I got a really interesting subject for you guys that didn't even dawn on me last night when I was reviewing Dynamite. Now, I'm saying last night, but in reality, I'm recording this video 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask why I'm up 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just up 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. And I really can't shake this out of my head. See, one of the people who follow the channel, he brought up a comment on the video yesterday. His name is oh god, I apologize if I botched your name. Romel Muniz, I presume. He brought up a comment yesterday and he said, "Wait a minute, Sammy Guevara returned to Dynamite, but there was no Mercedes Mone on the show." And I looked at the comment, I was like, "Yeah, hang on for a minute, that's right. Mercedes Mone, she wasn't on the show last night, and she's coming out of Oh, you know what? Was she on the show on Yeah, she wrestled with Hikaru Shida. They didn't even mention that match last night. I don't remember them at all recalling the Hikaru Shida Mercedes Mone match. And I found that very, very peculiar. Now, who knows? There could be a small chance that maybe she got injured during the match, right? Maybe there can be a situation where there's travel issues. You don't know. I don't know. As a matter of fact, let me do my due diligence right now. Let me see if I can find a post explaining why Mercedes Mone wasn't here. Hang on. No, I legit, I looked at her Instagram, I didn't see anything. I went on Twitter, I didn't see anything. I went on AEW's homepage, they didn't mention that Mercedes is not going to be here tonight. She just wasn't booked tonight. At least from my recollection, at least from what I'm seeing right now as of 3:15 in the morning. I don't know why she wasn't booked for AEW tonight. But, like homie said when he brought up that comment, Sammy Guevara was booked tonight. And I went back, because while I'm looking for her stuff, I'm like, when was the last time Sammy Guevara wrestled on Dynamite? Because I mentioned that I haven't seen him for months. And he hasn't been on Dynamite since January of this year. This was his first time back today since January. And I know people were saying, oh, maybe it has something to do with Sammy Guevara and, the Hardy Boys situation, because he was suspended after his reckless move that he did on Jeff Hardy right before January. And that may be true, but I'm looking at this right now. I'm looking all over the place. I don't see anything in regards to Sasha Banks. There's no excuse for her not to be here tonight. And Sammy is here. I mean, is it okay to put two and two together? Huh? Can we put two and two together? He was on ROH this entire fucking time. When was his suspension up? His suspension couldn't have been that long, maybe a couple of weeks, right? But a couple of weeks later, that's when Mercedes debuted at Big Business in March. So I'm kind of following the pattern here, folks, and it ain't looking too good right now. Now, you're probably asking yourself right now, Devontae, what are you talking about with Sammy Guevara and Mercedes Mone? Why, what would be a reason? What are you alluding to? Let me help you out here. I'm going to refresh your memory, or maybe some of you might not be aware. So, let me read this article for you real quick. So, this is coming from the Sportster. And mind you, I covered this already in the past while it was happening in real time, but that was 4 years ago. This is today. During the Speaking Out movement in 2020, a social media movement against emotional, physical, and sexual abuse in the professional wrestling industry, comments AEW wrestler Sammy Guevara made about Sasha Banks, now Mercedes Mone, came to light. In 2016, 3 years before his signing to AEW, Sammy Guevara appeared on an episode of the Whole Effin' Show podcast, obviously RVD's podcast at the time, on January 25th, 2016. By the way, just for a little bit of context, Sammy should be at this point in time, I'm going to assume, because I got Sammy by a year, probably like a year and a half or so. So I'm going to assume Sammy at the time had to be like 22 years old, maybe between 22 to 23, but I think he's 22 because this is January. And upon the reemergence of those comments, a storm ensued. Sammy Guevara is someone who seemingly cannot escape a whole manner of different controversies. Despite only being still quite young in terms of professional wrestling, one of the most controversial stories about him came out a couple of years ago back in relation to comments he made about WWE's former multi-time women's champion Sasha Banks. This led to an uproar amongst fans, which led to a suspension and a lot of publicity. It's seen as though things had been settled between the pair, but in terms of Guevara, this wasn't the end of his controversy. controversy as he has been in the forefront of real life heat both on and off screen. Currently, Guevara is suspended by AEW following an incident in a match with Jeff Hardy. Now, if you're curious as to what he said, I'm gonna repeat it, but like, I think it's based. It's based. He doesn't literally mean it. Come on, man. You guys are ridiculous. But he said on the podcast, and I quote from Sammy, "Bro, Sasha Banks. Oh my God. When I was at the WWE the other week, I wanted to just go fucking rape that woman." Oh shit. Wait, hang on. Alright, I'm back. I had to take a minute, bro. That was too fucking hilarious. But he just said it straight up. I mean, he was like, damn, bro, when I was at the tryouts the other week, I seen Sasha and, you know, my urges kicked in. I was like, damn, bro, what can a man do to rape her? Like, what the fuck, bro? You can't make that shit up. And mind you, it wasn't just him, because not too long ago, probably like a few weeks ago, actually, I seen this, and well, I'll read it right now. I seen this article pop up a few weeks ago, although the article is like a couple of months old, and it was Tay Melo who was defending Sammy Guevara's comments about Mercedes Mone. So check this out. I'll leave this article down below too. Sammy Guevara's AEW career was nearly... that's boring. Let's go directly to the excerpt. So she said, I get really upset when I see people hating on him or judging him for a mistake he did in 2016. I lived in Brazil and I didn't even speak English back then. I strongly disagree with his past mistakes, but I also believe people pay for it, learn, and grow. I didn't meet the 2016 Sammy. I met a human that I know would not make the same mistakes. The Sammy I met is a spectacular man. The Sammy I got married to is an even more mature man that is so lovable, caring, and responsible. The Sammy I had a daughter with is the best man I ever met, the man that put his family first, the man that took care of me and newborn baby at the hospital when I thought I wouldn't make it alive, the man that makes me feel loved and amazing in the horrible postpartum I'm having. I just wish you all could see the real Sammy, the one I know. And I mean, yeah, look, in the end of the day, when it comes to this whole situation, like I said in the past, I haven't changed my energy. 4 years ago then, actually, ironically enough, it was probably maybe like a month ago when I said this 4 years ago, and same sentiments now that I had back in 2020. Bruh, Sammy at the time was 22 years old. The man right now is, what? I'm 32, so he's 31. 31 or 30, going on 31, I don't know, but he's in his early 30s. Like, these are two separate people as far as who you're trying to hold accountable to the same. And not to mention, bro, he's joking. I know today the word rape, it makes everybody super triggered, and you know, look, okay, rightfully so. But you gotta look at the context of the whole thing, bro. Like, the man's joking around, bro. He's joking. And he's only exaggerating the word. Obviously, when he says I want to fucking rape her, he doesn't literally mean he wants to fucking rape her. He just means that, like, he wants to fuck the ever-loving shit out of her. Which, I mean, it's Mercedes Mone. She's a good-looking gal. I mean, not my cup of tea, but hey, she came to me and said, Devontae, you want to fuck? I'm definitely going to turn it down either. But that's all that it was, and people are making a big deal out of it back then as much as they're making a big deal out of it now. But it's funny, because like I said, from my understanding, I thought they kind of hashed these things out. As a matter of fact, let me look for that also. Give me a second. Oh, good. I found something. Actually, this was actually posted a couple of weeks ago. So, okay, this should be interesting. Now, granted, it's coming from Brian Alvarez. I mean, he's still a part of the Wrestling Observer Circle, but better him than nothing, I guess. But this is what he said, Brian, and I quote, I was told that him being on Ring of Honor has absolutely nothing to do with Mercedes. They did have a storyline for Sammy Guevara that would have him brought back to the main roster. There was an aspect of the storyline that he was not cool with. I think it involved him turning heel, and he didn't want to turn heel. So they ended up coming back with a storyline where he was a babyface at Ring of Honor. So there were plans to bring him back to the main roster when Mercedes Mone was there, and it didn't happen. Wait, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Wait, hang on. Wait, am I could be tripping. Wait, didn't Sammy, wasn't he a heel when he left? Right? Wasn't he doing the whole shit with Jericho and Don Callis and all that shit? You know what? But then again, I know he did. No, he came back as a face, right? Because he was only a heel for a little bit. Then he came back to help out Jericho because that's when he was going to replace Kenny Omega as a tag team partner against him. But still, though, I mean, how many times was Sammy Guevara been heel? Why would he all of a sudden now not want to turn heel? Isn't that kind of conspicuous? All of a sudden, for some reason, I don't want to turn heel. Why? Because he's a father? He turned heel when he was a father, too. He was about to become a father? Last year? That seems like a cop-out. I don't buy that shit at all. I'm not saying Brian Alvarez is lying. I'm just saying the excuse that was given to him. Why? Why? And not to mention, who the fuck is Sammy Guevara to make fucking demands about whether or not he wants to turn heel or not? I'm not buying that shit at all. You guys can buy the shit. I'm not buying that shit. So, look, at the end of the day, two things are occurring right now that we can look at with our very eyes, right? He's on ROH. And currently right now, I didn't see what title he had on, probably the Pure Championship, because he's not the World Champion, because that's Mark Briscoe, I think. He's on ROH for a minute now. He's locked in on ROH, right? They brought him back, and Mercedes is not there tonight. The entire time, Mercedes was, doing her thing between March till right now. Sammy wasn't here the entire time. I mean, this is not a fucking coincidence. Obviously. Now, the question is, and I'm going to kind of pose this to you guys for a second. Run it through your minds real quick, okay? Just run it through your minds. I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm just thinking to myself the possibilities of what could be occurring right now as to whether or not Sammy and Sasha have heat, right? Could it be a situation where maybe Mercedes changed her mind? Maybe Mercedes did find having Sammy around her uncomfortable, and maybe Tony Khan took it upon himself to send Sammy to, ROH. And that's his way of kind of, killing two birds with one stone. That could definitely be a possibility. But can I throw a curveball out there for you guys? Just throwing it out there. What if everything that's currently going on at the moment has more to do with Tay Melo? Because here's my thing. Sammy is on ROH. Tay Melo didn't do a fucking thing. Why would Tay Melo not want to be on Dynamite? Why would Tay Melo not want to wrestle any of the wrestlers who are there, the women wrestlers? Why? Well, then again, no, but she could be still in post-mortem. I mean, is she still on maternity leave? Let me look that up real quick. Hang on. I'm looking it up right now. Looks like she's still on maternity leave. God damn, how long has she been on maternity leave for then? Bro, has it been it's been well over a year now, right? Is that it? Okay, whatever. Look, none of my business. But that still can't mean she doesn't have an influence in the background, right? It's as if she can't not show up to the shows and stuff like that. She's still signed with the company. She already has the baby. The baby right now has got to be pushing 1, if not already 1. I don't know. I'm just throwing out things in regards to what the fuck is happening right now, because it's not a coincidence at all that Mercedes is not there, and when she's not there, Sammy's there. When Sammy's not there, she's there. That's just not a coincidence at all. And I don't know, something tells me it has some, and this is not proven, this is not alleged even, this is just me cooking up a brainstorm that it has something to do with Tay Melo. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Sasha made some sly remarks to Tay Melo backstage about, hey, how about keeping your man in check? Some type of shit like that. And, maybe they have a bit of heat. I don't know, man. I'm doing way too much thinking right now. My brain needs to stop thinking. But I'm going to let you guys have the thoughts to yourselves down in the comment section below. How do you feel about the situation in regards to the super conspicuous absence of Mercedes when Sammy's not there, but when Sammy is there, she's not there. I got my own conspiracies in my mind that I just let some of you know. Got some deeper ones, just gotta flesh them out a little bit. But let me know some of your comments down in the comment section below as far as how you feel about the situation, if there even is a situation, which there definitely is a situation, and no one can fool me otherwise, because I'm King Big Dick, and therefore whatever. I'm rambling on right now. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching you guys later. Deuces and a P. Eyes.